Everybody, Storm Tracker 2 digital meteorologist Bobby Corser with you here in the Storm Tracker 2 Weather Center. Let's fly down to Miami. We know we have a huge game tomorrow. It's the College Football Playoff Quarterfinals between my University of Oregon Ducks and the Red Raiders of Texas Tech. Tomorrow morning, kickoff, it's early for us back here on the West Coast at 9 a.m. our time. Kickoff on ESPN. It's not on ABC. It's an ESPN product. That's why it's going to be exclusively there. But 9 a.m. our time, that is noon in Miami. Temperature 62 degrees at kickoff. It's going to get into the upper to mid 60s throughout the course of the afternoon. Then it starts to cool off, once the sun sets around 5 o'clock down in South Beach. Absolutely beautiful, though. If you are going to the game, one, make sure you wear green, and two, enjoy it, because I hear Hard Rock Stadium is absolutely incredible. Now, these two teams are no strangers to each other. Obviously, they played last year. Oregon won that game in Lubbock. And this year, they actually shared a common opponent, that being the Oregon State Beavers. Oregon is a slight favorite. I believe the last line had it at about 1.5. But as again, light wind, partly cloudy to mostly sunny, maybe some high clouds drifting through overhead at Hard Rock Stadium. It is an open stadium. Even though it does have a roof, the middle of the stadium is open. So just be prepared for that. Beautiful college football quarterfinal, though. And shout out to everybody at the Orange Bowl. They've been super hospitable. I met some of the representatives last week when I was down in Eugene covering Oregon's playoff game against James Madison. So cannot wait to watch this game. Back here, as we celebrate New Year's Eve tonight, I know a lot of people are foregoing any type of celebration at midnight because they want to be up at 7 or 8 a.m. to watch pregame. A lot of people are cooking, having friends and family over tomorrow. So take a look at our forecast tonight into tomorrow. The rest of the day, we're going to see some showers move in later tonight, probably actually after midnight, which is great. Rain tomorrow, not the best to start off 2026, but we will take it. We kind of need it. And then rain at times, really Friday, Saturday, Sunday, showers into Monday and Tuesday. Temperatures you will notice once we get into Friday are above average in terms of our overnight lows and our afternoon highs, anywhere from about 5 or 6 to 7 degrees above average. We're waiting for cooler air to move in. I know a lot of people, especially the skiers and snowboarders, are really wanting more snow in the Cascades. We just haven't had a lot yet. I know the resorts are open. They're using a lot of man-made snow on some of those runs, and it's bad here in the Cascades, but I'm even places like near Salt Lake City where they're having to use a lot of man-made snow just to get resorts up and running. So let's take a look at the extended forecast. These are just daily highs, and it's kind of an air mass tracker with temperatures on it. I want to show you what we're looking at. So today at noon, while we're taping this, we're going to go forward. Again, more cold air remains in the Great Lakes region and the upper Midwest. Bismarck, Minneapolis, Chicago, and Detroit have all seen snow in the last few days. It's cold. Put the map now going into next Monday and Tuesday. Again, warm air down south making its way up into Kansas and Nebraska. Temperatures already in the mid-50s there. We're still chilly, but it's not anything cold. We finally get some cold air to move in to the Rockies and the Intermountain West on Thursday and Friday. That will eventually filter into the Columbia Basin. We could see the return of an east wind, but not a whole lot of cold air. We're not looking at anything sub-freezing. So if you're like me and you like low elevation snow or even just snow in the Cascades, about 10 days away is kind of when we might see a pattern change. But until then, temperatures will remain a little bit above average. Not a lot of precip, so we do need some snow. But remember, calendar winter is only about 10 days old. Meteorological winter started December 1st, so we are through a third of the winter when you look at it from the meteorology standpoint. We still have January and February to go. Most people here in the Northwest believe that we really have a good month and a half window from about January 15th through February 15th or the end of February to get snow, low elevation snow, in the Portland area. That is still absolutely in play. We still need to wait and see what happens, but that is kind of our window now for when we can have snow and a decent amount, 1, 2, 3, 4 inches fall in the city of Portland. So we continue to watch and we continue to wait and forecast. If you saw our winter weather special, which is now available on YouTube, go check it out. Rhonda and Dave and I do a really good job of explaining the meteorology by and behind winter here in the Pacific Northwest. We look at some of the records we've had. We've looked at the fact that we are now on pace. We've done it now, 10 consecutive winters of measurable snowfall at the National Weather Service. Will it be 11? Still, time will tell. But go watch that. It's really informative. I love the way that we broke down on microclimates. Dave in the Gorge, Rhonda handled the coast and atmospheric rivers, and then, of course, I handled the Forest Grove effect, the West Hills, and the Willamette Valley. Hope you guys have a great New Year's Eve and New Year's Day. Full staffs here at the station over the next couple of days. Rhonda back in tomorrow. Of course, Dave will be in tonight and tomorrow night, getting you set for the rest of your week. But it is going to be a lovely New Year's. I hope 2026 is the best year for you guys. I'm looking forward to it. 2025 was great for me, but I'm always looking forward to seeing what's just around the corner, professionally, personally, and, of course, weather-wise.